Hi, everybody. I'm Subi Zimmerman, and I'm joined today with my CEO, Morgan Sutton. We have been together for how many years?
7.5 years.
7.5 years. She's the machine behind everything you see online, and we have so much content that we're creating. We focus on Instagram and try to attract the right people like all of you into our life, into our wheelhouse. And one of the things that we absolutely love doing is video. And we do video on YouTube. We do video within our Facebook group community, which we're going to go deep and talk about what we do.
Sure.
And we also use it on our Facebook page. We love Ecamm. It is our go-to software. It is so easy to use. It's so affordable. And there's so many bells and whistles, Morgan.
That is true. But before we go into any of that, I want to make sure that they understand who they're even hearing from. So Subi Zimmerman, the Instagram expert, at the Instagram expert, if you're looking for the account.
Let's
throw in Instagram for what, 7 years, speaking and using presenting online programs about Instagram marketing for small business owners. So we have courses and do live in-person events.
Yeah, so like here
coaching.
Here at Social Media Marketing World
right.
Today, I just got off stage speaking, and we let all the attendees know like how they can learn more after they go, which I think is a really important tip when you're doing video. So we placed strategically postcards on their seat, and I'm going to tell you the URL for that so everyone could grab our guide.
Oh, good idea. So, but first, right, like today, Sue was talking about Instagram stories on stage, and that is our favorite place to be on Instagram.
Favorite neighborhood.
Is it yours? We're live, right? So I can say, tell us in the comments if you love Instagram stories as much as we do. It's our favorite neighborhood.
Yes.
And that's right, neighborhood. So we have these weird terms in the SBZ world. We say that Instagram is a village.
It's a village. It's a village. When we first started teaching, there was 140 million monthly active users, and it was only the feed. And now it's a village because you can post in stories, our favorite neighborhood, on IGTV and on an Instagram Live. And we share content in all of these villages, and we do videos in all of these villages,
definitely.
which is very important.
And sometimes we invite people into our house, which is what we call the DM. Exactly. So.
We like that. Which, by the way, the DM, we want to hear from you. So at the Instagram expert, if you're listening, if you're watching, we want you to be present. We want you to take action. And we want you to send us a DM and let us know that you're tuning in and what you're enjoying hearing, or even a comment on the feed post. We love building community more than anything. And
Totally.
we really believe that one-to-one relationships turn into so many opportunities. And when I say that, Morgan, you know this well. When I say that, I mean an opportunity is just simply a conversation.
Totally.
Right? A starting
Completely.
point. And so if you have a conversation, you've now opened up your home to an opportunity that could go further, could go deeper, and it's not necessarily always a conversion. And we like conversions. We like getting people on our email list. We like selling our online course, Ready, Set, Gram. And, we like having real conversions like that. But so much of what we do really stems from building these
Something that you said on stage today, which was like very important, I think, for anyone doing marketing to hear, is that it's all that you don't care about the followers, you care about the relationships. And
absolutely.
I think that was, it resonated at Social Media Marketing World.
Yeah.
There are marketers all in the room, but even if you're a business owner using Ecamm, it's such an important thing to consider.
Yeah, and because that's such a core value of mine, it's literally like just a vanity metric, and it's nice to get more followers. It's nice to reach a new digit, and it's nice to see your follower count grow. But what brings us the most pleasure, honestly, is building an authentic community and building real relationships with real people where we are making an impact teaching Instagram marketing.
It's quality, not quantity.
Totally.
And that's how you make money on social in any industry, is considering the real person behind the account.
Yeah, absolutely. And so
a way to make those connections faster is with video.
Here we are.
Transition for you guys. So
I like that. That's good. I think we need our own talk show, Morgan.
We have had a live show before, actually. We used Ecamm on our business page. We had it for 6 months to a year.
Right?
Yeah. But now we primarily spend time on video on Instagram. Like we were talking about stories, IGTV Live, as well as with our private communities. We take care of clients from all over the world. Being able to do it with video, live or recorded.
Yeah, and so one of my commitments to our community our Ready Set Graham community is once a month I go live using Ecamm in our private Facebook group. It's called Saturday Snacking with Sue B.
It is.
You bring your snack, I bring the goods. And the goods are, what are the updates that occurred in the previous month on Instagram? I talk you through tactics and strategies and what you need to know about the algorithm as it stands. We also use Ecamm to bring on members of our community that are not comfortable on video. Not everyone is. And so it's a safe environment where I make arrangements beforehand and we get on Skype. We bring them in. It's so easy to bring on guests. It's kind of like we love the Brady Bunch feel. And every member, member really feels supported from the guests that we bring in, and they get their story and they understand their journey, and they clap it up for them in the comments. And that's what we want you to do. We want real engagement on everything that we do from people who really resonate with the way that we teach social media, online marketing, Instagram marketing, community building, conversations, all of that. And so it's great that we can use Ecamm and bring on our community members, like I said, who aren't comfortable, right?
Yeah.
That's our number one. Don't you think that's one of the number one pushbacks that we get from people that we coach with Instagram?
Yeah, is being comfortable on video, definitely. So while we're here, I thought that maybe you could give a little peek into some Saturday snacking, which is normally we share updates like on Instagram, you said. So you were going to tell them about alt text.
Yes.
Tell us in the comments. Do you know what alt text is on Instagram?
Yeah, so alt text is actually a feature that we just did a whole YouTube video on. So if you're not following us on YouTube, SueBZimmerman.com/YouTube. Every Monday we drop a new video, typically under 5 minutes, because what we've learned over the years is that micro content wins and that people want to learn one thing at one time to have a little win to get to the big win.
So here's your one thing.
So here's your one thing. You ready? Alt text. If you're not using alt text on your photos on Instagram, you're really losing out in an opportunity to work with the algorithm and to help people who are visually impaired really be able to understand what they're missing out on.
Yeah.
And so our last YouTube video is all about that, and so many people didn't even know it existed as a feature.
Yeah. I think it's really smart to make sure that your information is as accessible as possible, right? So alt text, if you're like, what are you even saying, right, is the text that describes what's going on into the photo for someone who may not be able to see it or see the colors or anything like that.
Right.
And so it allows someone else to understand what you're doing on your feed. Another way to pay attention to accessibility is actually with making sure that there is text on your video. So one of our favorite things, we were talking about this in the session today, was that 80% of people listen to stories on mute.
80%.
So if you are not writing on that clip what it is that you're saying, most likely you're going to be swiped past. And that hurts you in the algorithm.
Right.
That hurts, doesn't help. So putting text on can be done in a couple of ways, actually. And this, I got to tell you, we answered this question 2 times, 3 times a week in our private coaching, Ready, Set, Graham Pro. And you have a couple ways to do it.
Yeah.
One's just with the app, and then there are apps to help, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can use right within Instagram. It has a text feature, and there's different text styles. There's 4 of them that you can pick and use, the one that makes the most sense for your business and brand. But it's really important, like Morgan said, to tell people what they are looking at. One is if they are visually impaired, the best way to do it is
deaf,
or deaf,
can't listen.
Yeah, so the best way to do it is to shut your eyes and describe the photo as if your eyes were shut. The second thing,
so that's for alt text.
So that's
right?
for alt text.
On stories, you could type out whatever you just said to the camera. Type it out exactly. Just listen, because you know it plays over and over anyway before you clip.
But Morgan, I have a little ninja tip with that.
Okay.
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I talk to Siri because typing is not my thing. I often spell words wrong. So I will talk to Siri. She pretty much has programmed my voice very well, and I will say exactly what I want to have on top of that video. And it's not literally what I said in the video. You can add a little bit more context to go a little bit deeper. It doesn't literally have to be what you said, because for the 20% of people that do listen, they get a little bit more if you're giving additional context. So I made people pinky promise, and I'm going to make you all pinky promise at the conference here, Social Media Marketing World, that you will never post a video on Instagram unless it has text on it.
Do we have one more time for one more clip? Okay, one more tip here that Sue said on the session today about stories is about paying attention to who watches your stories all the way through or interacts with your stickers. You talked all about engagement stickers.
Engagement stickers and who's viewing your story. So the person who is tapping all the way through your story, who literally came to the end of your story, that is a warm lead. That is someone that's interested in your story, especially if you keep seeing that same avatar and that same person. Mm-hmm. That's a opportunity for you to reach out and touch them in some creative way through the Instagram direct message, like come into our home, like we said,
exactly.
and send a relevant message to that person individually, as well as what Morgan just said, which is I talk deep about the engagement stickers. We've got a whole YouTube video all about the engagement stickers for you. But if you're using those engagement stickers, it's an opportunity for you to see who engaged on those stickers and do the same, right?
So maybe you're someone who's like an Instagram newbie, if you're hearing from us, and so you're comfortable in the feed, but you haven't even played in stories yet. You're scared to do it. The fact that you can actually see their account, click into them, send them a message. You can't have that by who sees your feed post.
Right.
That is freaking gold.
Right.
So
that
when we're
is the
talking
gold.
about warm leads, we're saying someone who's actually watched you and taken in your content and maybe is too scared to like it, too scared to leave a comment.
Right.
We're still able to see who that is and connect.
And
so
do it
please
privately.
use that.
Yes, and do it privately because not everybody's an extrovert. Believe
Exactly.
it or not. So thank you so much for joining us today. We love Ecamm. We love the opportunity that we have using this awesome software to build community within our Ready, Set, Graham community. So come out and check us out on Instagram at The Instagram Expert and say hello and let us know what your biggest takeaway was.
A resource, if you're interested, is the Instagram strategy guide. Go to SueBZimmerman.com/guide. It's totally free. It's like 11 pages. We cover every neighborhood, right, in the Instagram village. So if you're interested, check that out too. But thanks for your time, guys.
Yeah,
this was
thank
fun,
you.
Sue.
Take care.
Bye.